Hello everyone, it's Robin DeGroot and it's TLC Truth Love Creativity channel. It might be a little noisy, but I would like to be outside today, partly because I'm going to do a little ending to the ritual that I was working on and I'm going to tell everyone about. And also it's a nice day in May. It's actually one little nice day in between a lot of rainy days, which is kind of surprising for May. But it's a bit windy out here. I did get my balcony pretty cleaned up for Mother's Day, so that was nice. And I've been using the table out here for my morning tea. So anyway, what I have here is a lot of torn up pieces of paper that I was writing on, and I'm going to destroy them here with some burning. That's partly why I'm outside, and I have some water just to make sure I don't have any kind of wild and crazy event. But I'm working with a coach who is a spiritual coach. She is also a spiritual empath. And yes, I work with coaches as well, and I continue to work with coaches, even as I will coach others. I do believe that the expertise that we have can always be shared, and I just really believe in the format of coaching. So today I did want to share this ritual that she gave me, and I do think it's very helpful for a lot of people. So if this can somehow be incorporated into your own endeavors for healing, I suggest it as well. So what happened was I began a couple of weeks ago, and with her I was saying, well, in April, the car that was my daughter's car, sorry, big trucks, my daughter's car, the Prius that I had fixed up and was driving, saving some mileage on my Subaru, and it was stolen. It was stolen on April 10th. And this was also the day that my father got some bad news a bit from a case that he's involved with, and I was really spaced out, and I left my keys in the car. And then I went back to go get them, and as I was doing that, someone was driving away, started to drive away with my car. I was like kind of confronting them, and I got knocked to the ground and hit my knee. I had to do MRIs and all kinds of stuff, and they drove away. I called 911, and the car was destroyed later in the night. So early morning the next day, it was found and just kind of totaled. And I was really, but I do think that there's a pattern here, because when my mother passed away and I was really kind of upset with my family and how we deal with each other, and then just not being able to go on with my life things, everything has to be put on hold. And to do our memorial, I was doing all kinds of work just to be able to travel, and I wasn't really grieving, and I knew that, but I got robbed, like really a lot of stuff that I owned, a lot of money, a lot of jewelry and electronics, and it was very assaulting to me. And again, this car thing, same thing, physically and emotionally. So what she was saying is there seems to be a pattern about the family and the burdens that I carry with the family, and it kind of impedes my goals for saving money for myself, and if I want to move and just get into the abundance realm instead of always just like making ends meet. So I was to write all the things that I could remember in a bit of a point form, and just like over time in my life where I've sacrificed, where I've had to not do what I want to do because of my family or friends or people in my life, and just things that really make me angry. So I was writing, and also the full moon energy is really about release. and new. It's not as much new beginning as the new moon, but this is a Scorpio full moon today. So this is the day that I will just say my forgiveness. I read these out and I said them out loud earlier, so I wasn't going to do that because I didn't want it to be too vocal for others, because then I wouldn't be as honest, and I wanted to be very like real and be able to say whatever I wanted to say in the language so that I could actually get these feelings out. So let me go on with it. Let's hope this turns out well, and you could be trying this yourself if anyone else is able to work with the full moon energy. It is a little windy today, so that's my only reservation. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to keep the water nearby just to make sure. I'm going to keep a little tent actually from the foil. Gotta be safe. Okay. See if the wind is not going to tear this, make this fall apart. I guess it's too windy. Let me try another one. Oh, it's kind of going, but not very well. I need my fire building skills like in the barbecue. See if that can help here. Oh, that is also the wind. This is a whole other funny honesty going on here. Well, if it doesn't work with the fire, I may also use water and then just kind of like blend it up, because the idea is destruction and really letting it go. So it doesn't have to be only one way. Fire seems to be tricky today because it's too windy. So I will pour my water on these and then just let it all get soggy. I used to make paper when I was a teacher. I learned how to make paper. And part of this first step is to soak the paper overnight. And then you blend it. And you can add banana leaf paper, which is also just a really strong additive because the banana leaf is so strong. And cloth, if you can find an envelope and cut them up. Envelopes are actually really strong because they have some fabric in them to make them very more difficult to tear. Sorry about that. The bus. This is a pretty busy street. So, even without the blending, I'm going to tear this up. Oh, I didn't say what I was supposed to say beforehand. So what I was saying, which I did say after I read them, was I forgive myself and I forgive everyone in my family and all those who've done me wrong and where I've sacrificed and it's caused me grief. We all did the best with what we had at the time, and we will learn from it. So this is now done, gone. I don't need to carry around this anger and the grief and frustration. I'm allowed to make money, have abundance. It can be more than enough. It doesn't have to be only enough. It can be including my family. Does not have to, my family does not have to be sacrifice all the time. So there, now you can kind of see this is definitely not readable anymore. So that's good. And the other thing I was going to do is I am going to pick a card today about this new moon energy. Full moon energy. So the full moon in Scorpio is very exciting to begin with because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and it has the energy of death and rebirth. So no fear to get into the endings and the real truth of the matter for things. So I've told you before, perhaps I'm not so intuitive with the cards yet. I haven't learned all of these different cards, but this is a numerology deck, and this is really cool. It's from Michelle Buchanan. And now this card just popped out while I was doing the shuffling. So that's something you can do with any kind of decks, is this becomes an important card because it's just jumping out at me. So this is 16, rebirth. 16, if you add the 6 and the 1, it's 7. 7 is a lot about spirituality. So I think this is a perfect card. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I do like to read what Michelle Buchanan's interpretation is, because I think the book that they have written to go along with it is also really awesome. So, personal growth, that's number 7. This is her accompanying book. This card indicates a time of significant growth and improvement when you're being encouraged to be the best you can be. This is a time to ask yourself, who am I? What do I want for my life, and what is preventing me from achieving it? This is really funny, actually, since I just did this kind of ritual. What is preventing me from achieving it? When you ask yourself these questions, observe whatever comes up, then acknowledge your mental and physical limitations. Set realistic goals for overcoming them and take the necessary steps to follow through. With desire and determination, you can reach your full potential. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to investigate anything that helps raise your conscious awareness and enhances your self-esteem. It may be a book, a CD, online seminar, workshop, health program, yoga practice, or meditation. Or it may be working with an energy worker, therapist, or life coach. Whatever suits your needs, a step in this direction, regardless of what it is, will set you up for life. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are leading you toward a time of significant growth and improvement. As you improve yourself, you improve your quality of life. As you raise your awareness, you align yourself with the source. This is all you need to make your dreams come true. Affirmation: as I improve myself, I improve the circumstances of my life. So number 7, personal growth. This is a really fun deck. This is actually a really good card for me, and I hope it does apply to many others. There's more going on the last few months, so the last couple of months. In April, I also went to the Mastermind in LA, which has my group from Craig Duswalt's Rockstar Mastermind. And I kind of got in touch with Clint Arthur and his celebrity kind of speaking workshops. So I'm working towards that in June. I'm very excited about that because I've been a speaker all of my life in some level, and now I really want to incorporate that back into my business and getting the word out, being able to connect with people. So it's been a very whirlwind but interesting last 2 months, and I, again, always want to be more consistent, but I'm getting clearer on my offer. be able to have the fun side of life and really kind of use the right brain, get into the creative side, all these things. And we will have Zoom talks, and then a meeting once a month, and then twice a year a big event and a big gathering, even though there's gatherings throughout the month. Throughout the year, once a month. So anyway, I'm very excited about that, for the clarity, the goal, and just to start creating my own community, because I would love to have like-minded people who are looking to enrich that side of their lives. So look on my website, robinmdgroot.com, and if you do see in the services section, if you'd like to have a call with me, I'm always very open to that, and see if it would be a good fit, definitely do that. Otherwise, subscribe, share my videos, and you can find me on most social media under Robin M. DeGroot or TLC Truth, Love, Creativity. And I hope to see you next time.